Hi. So, today is another really good day. Because look what came in the mail. My passport, and it's got my visa. It's all done. So all that worrying I did, all that worrying that I was never going to see my passport again, that can all be laid to rest. What's in my cup is water because I have an awful headache, and I think it's I think it's I've been drinking too much tea. This is the problem. So, water for the rest of today, I think, and yeah. It's also a really beautiful day outside. It's so nice. It was super cold this morning, but crisp and clear and sunny. Blue sky, like right from sun up, the sky was blue. So that was awesome. And what else? What else? I just picked up eggs from our egg supplier lady, and that's one thing I'm really grateful for. Also, like every week, um, every time, actually every morning, because every morning when I cook eggs, I'm grateful for that. But so basically, I don't know when. It was like when would that have been? Maybe a year ago, maybe less than a year ago. Um, I wanted, I don't know, I read something and it suggested going on Craigslist to find people that sell fresh eggs, like fresh local eggs. And so I did, and I found this lady who, after I contacted her, I mentioned where I was coming from. She asked if I knew my in-laws. And I was like, yeah, they're my in-laws. It turns out she's friends of the family. So I've been buying eggs from her ever since. And they're awesome eggs. Um, and the chickens, she loves their chickens. And they range freely over her property, which is probably several acres. And she's got nice little hen houses, and she just enjoys taking care of them. So I get these awesome, healthy, happy eggs, and the yolks are like, they're like 3 shades darker than what you would get at the grocery store. I remember when I first got them, I was like, these aren't even yellow, they're like orange. And they're like a deep gold color. And they're really awesome. And they taste better than store-bought eggs. They just have like a richer flavor. So, anyway, super thankful for that. Very thankful. And yeah, just a good day. And another awesome thing that happened that I'm like riding high on the happiness from is we just got back from getting eggs, and I took the kids um, with me, and it was like a long, circuitous journey of going to get eggs, going to get gas. While we got gas, I got the car washed, and by the time we got home, they were both asleep. In fact, they fell asleep shortly after we picked up the eggs, I would guess. And slept through the gas and the car wash, and I was dreading them waking up after a crappy car nap and not wanting to have their quiet time. But they're both sound asleep in their beds. They both came home, and I carried them up, and now they're asleep in their beds. People, that's a miracle. That's like, I don't even have words. Like, the visions in my head is like when Moses parted the Red Sea, and the stories about Jesus walking on water, and my kids staying asleep from the car to their bed. So I'm super thrilled. So that means I'll at least get through this video, hopefully, before they wake up. Oh, and speaking of the car wash, so I ranted a little bit on my Facebook about the Giant Eagle Pharmacy because it sucks. It's the suckiest pharmacy I have ever been to in my life. Like an hour I waited for one simple prescription. I don't understand. And not only that, but like that pharmacy, first of all, it's enormous. Their back area is enormous. And second of all, there's always at least 6 people working back there. There's cashiers and then there's separate pharmacy techs that work in the back, so they don't even have to deal with people. And I just don't understand, like the volume they must do, it just must be absurd. So I will be taking my small volume of prescription needs to Target from now on, which is what I was doing before, but I stopped. I decided to try this because every time I go into Target I spend money I don't want to spend, and we were trying to do a spending freeze this past 4 weeks, and so I was just trying to avoid Target. But anyway, I'm off on a like second-degree tangent here, and what I really wanted to share is that while their pharmacy might be worthless at Giant Eagle, their car wash is awesome. I just had our car wash. It's a red car, and it was like almost completely white from all the salt and crap and dust, and the kids are like fascinated by the dust covering the car, and like every time we walk up to the car for them to get in, they like rub on it with their bare hands and like try to draw pictures. And of course they wipe that on their bodies, which are covered in clothes. So they just it's just very frustrating. So I decided to go do a run through the car wash, and I had it pre-planned and everything. They have been offering these if you buy the top line car wash, which is $12. It includes all the little things, whatever that gets added in. You get an extra 20 cents off a gallon of fuel. So I was like, okay, I'll do that. I'll get the fancy wash. Because my fuel light was on, which is why we had to stop. And so then I'll do that, and we'll get a car wash if there's not a big line. So I pull in to Get Go. That's the name of their car wash. Get Go and Wet Go. Isn't that cute? Okay. Whatever. So I pull in. There's nobody in the car. There's one car in the car wash, and there's no line at all. So I'm like, yes, awesome. So I fill up my car. While I'm filling up my car, because I don't believe car washes really work, okay, this is kind of embarrassing, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I take the like windshield, the cleaner thing for the squeegee, and I like squeegee all around the bottom of the car, like like halfway up the door. There's usually like a groove or something. Well, I squeegee everything under that because it never gets clean in car washes, and so I squeegeed all around just to get it wet, so that it was like already wet before I went in the car wash. And then my gas was done pumping, and like I told you, it was 20 cents off a gallon, and I knew I was going to be getting like 14 or 15 gallons, and so I knew I'd get like $3 off roughly with the 20 cents off, and this time it was 25 cents off per gallon. I mean, that's awesome. That's a quarter for every gallon. So I ended up getting $3.54 off of my fill up just for buying the car wash. So basically I got a free upgrade on my car wash. And so I do all that. I pull back around, and there's 5 cars in line. There's 5. But it really didn't take that long. They had that guy out there who I didn't really know what he did, but I guess he like enters your code in for you. So I just gave him my code, and he entered it in, and told me to put my car in neutral, and it just sucked my car into the car wash before, right whenever it needed to, after the next car was far enough ahead, and it went through. And it's not one of those touchless car washes where it's just jets of water. They actually have like those, I think it looks like a chamois, but I know that's not what it is. They have two sets of brushes that go over your car, and when your car first goes in, it has the little brushes that are cleaning off your wheels. Um, then it goes under the like hangy down things that are like foom, foom, and there's two sets of those, and then after that there's like the spinning vertical brushes, um, which I presume is how the bottom half of my car got clean. Because I mean, it was awesome. I came out of there and it was like a brand new car. It was awesome. So super happy about that. I'm kind of bummed because the kids were asleep and they really were excited to go in. But I'll be taking the other car in, so they'll get to see it then. And now that I know how awesome it is, right on the heels of a shitty car wash that I got a couple weeks ago, now I know how awesome it is. I'll go more often. But yeah, so it's been a good day so far. The sun's still out, and this evening I've got plans to hang out with a friend, help her with something she's working on. So, all in all, it's a really good one today. And I know everyone's saying everyone's sick of winter, and I don't know. I like hesitate to say that I'm sick of it because I'm not really. I mean, I'm sick of the ice layer. I'm not sick of winter and being cold. I'm sick of the ice, because I can't shovel the snow when there's that ice under it. And just yeah, the ice is what's making me grouchy. Um, but but yeah, I'm okay. I mean, we only have a few more weeks left of this before it's gonna be like what boils down to like our version of mud season. So yeah, if only I could just go magically from snow and beauty to sun and flowers and beauty without the like raining and yuckiness that accompanies rain in between. That would be ideal. But oh well. So yeah, so I'm still holding strong. I mean, yeah, there's definitely some miserable aspects, but this is life. This is just part of life and the changing of the seasons. And I don't know. I'm happy to have seasons because I grew up in Florida. So I'm just happy to have seasons, and I love the snow. And it's still beautiful everywhere. I mean, even the brown, like even with all the brown snow on the street, like everything's still beautiful because there's so much of the white snow on the trees and everywhere, on the hills. And generally, I'm not looking at the gutters when I'm driving. I'm looking at like the visage, So it doesn't bother me as much as I thought it would before I moved here. Anyway, enough of that. Enough of my rambling. It feels like I'm in a Friday mood, even though it's Wednesday. But that's okay. That's okay. I'm looking forward to Valentine's Day. The kids both have Valentine's Day parties, and Bodie, we made him a what do you call it? Mailbox, a Valentine's mailbox, and I'm really excited. They have like a contest, and they always have people that go crazy nutso. And even though I think I'm clever, there will definitely be some much cooler ones. But I'm excited just to see if his teacher says, this is cool. I'll be happy if that happens. If I just get a little pat on the back from the teacher, I'll just feel so proud because I helped them with it. But anyway, yep, happy Valentine's Day week. And if you're bitter and single, just let it go. There's so many good reasons to be single. And to be together, but I mean, just don't worry about it. Don't make yourself miserable. Just go have fun. Go do something that you can't do when someone's on your back all the time. It's like just go do something. Savor your freedom. Okay, the end.